Hey guys, I just wanted to show you a program that I've really enjoyed over the past 12-ish years since I was a very small kid. It's the newest one out. It's called the RPG Maker VX Ace. So, as you can see, it's pretty generic for an RPG. This is a new project that I have been working on. Um, but yeah, let's see here. So you got all your actors, which is like your heroes, your different main characters and whatnot that you can be used as classes. I've pretty much taken a good time and wiped out everything, so I could show you a few things. Skills, I haven't really touched. I don't want to put in the effort in creating my own right now. I'll show you that on another tutorial. But as of today, I wanted to show you basically just how to create items, weapons, armor, enemies, actors, just pretty much everything in the database. So today let's create a new guy. I'll be using this for my own video game that I'm creating. But there's plenty of good resources online if you want to find new things. First of all, let's give him a name. Alrighty, nickname. Its nickname's like what it says. So, um, how about Devastator? Oops. If I don't even know how to spell it. I'll be doing class 2 since actually let's see. I'm gonna do someone else. This is for another time. Alright, so this is going to be like my cleric kind of class. The first Guardians of Tolino. Graphic. This is like your walking graphic, so kind of like a sprite. That's a better way to put it. This girl has kind of like reddish hair. All the red stuff is stuff I've downloaded. Reddish long hair, not short. Let's see here. Sorry. Let's see. If possible, I think that's kind of cat person. Yes, I'm racist against cats. Let's see here. I guess there's not really anything that matches her. So what I shall do... Excuse me. Shall choose one that kind of fits her. Alright. You can also make your own. It's just I don't want to spend the time to do that. Let's see. Just kind of blue hair. Almost like that. But that's definitely not a girl. And this look like maids. Oh. Let's see here. That actually looks like her. Alright, so class. I'm just going to apply it so it saves it automatically without closing the window. Okay, so I'm going to be creating a cleric kind of class. I'll call it a mystic. There's quite a few things that you should pay attention to, which is the max HP as for this class. So I generally do like my own kind of class system. But as for now, let's see, class system. So I've altered some of the scripts so I can have more than the general health limit. Anyways, so right here it shows like it'll generate curve. So I kind of want it to go slow because it is a kind of a white mage. So I'll do the slowest. So right here, its level will be say 30. You'll have about that much. But as you go on higher levels, it doesn't pick up yet. But at 75 it starts picking up. 90. So that's the whole point of that. Alright, let's see. The nice thing is you don't have to go out and click, just like all the other RPGs. Maximum MP, wrong thing, 199. Actually, I want that about 50, but since it's a mystic, then I'm going to set up this way. So attack, 999 parameter. Let's do a slow as well. Defense, 999 slow. Magic attack, 999. So Mystic isn't going to have attack, but it is going to have an influence on if they have like different holy spells. Magic defense always for what I do. Normally I always generally put magic defense for magical type people. And then I do average for magic type so they can at least dodge things every now and again. Luck, I do at least 1 over like that. It's just slow, so the parameters kind of look like that. So, see, this is the Squire, and that's the Mystic. I haven't really done anything for the Squire yet. I just called it the Squire. So, let's see here. I actually have 3 main classes set up. This right here, bottom left, change maximum, is just so you can tell how many different classes you can have at once. I'm going to copy and paste because I'm going to set this because I like it a little organized. So, first tier classes. I normally have 3, then it branches off at 2 for each one, so it would go off to 6, and then it branches off again to the 3rd tier. Then there's 12, and then 12 more classes that you can upgrade to. And what I like to do is set it up so that there's, say for instance, a class requirement for a specific class, because there's 12 classes on the 3rd tier. But obviously I'm going to make it so that there's some classes required a certain level before you can go to that other class and unlock it. So what I've done, I have to say I'm very thankful for this guy called, sorry, if I slaughter it, Yanfly. I don't know, but he's helped me out with a lot of my scripts. As you can see, I have a bunch of different scripts right here from the materials. They've helped me out so much. I'm still trying to figure out some of my own scripts to implement it using his scripts as well as a background. And kind of like as the engine, because it's very, very well written. But let's see. see here. So actor note tags. Note tags are things that go into the comment section, I believe. So let's see. It does not override unlock classes. Alright, so class specifics is actually what I wanted to start looking at. Okay, so this is way cool. It's a subclass. It's not what I wanted to show you. There it is. Class unlock level. I'm kind of blind. Jeez. Anyways, so copy and paste this just so I can show you what I do. So Mystic. So obviously I'm going to put the third one there. This is second tier. Then there's going to be 2 physical from the Squire, the Mystic. I'm actually going to change that, copy it, and paste it over here to the third one. Rename this to Scholar. I like to call it Scholar. Mystic, this is going to be more for it, so copy paste. Where's my clipboard? I hate this sometimes. It's not me, it's this. My keyboard, it doesn't always pick up everything. Alright, so there we go. Let's get rid of that. So space it out. I normally do 3 spaces for the notes because it's good enough. Unless sometimes I get picky, so 5 spaces. Unfortunately, you can't do the tab, or else it just goes somewhere else. So class X, level Y. So class 003, which equals to the Scholar right here. I need that to be at least a level 10, and you can add multiples, so you just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, class 003, colon, level 200, whatever. Anyways, you can have multiples for it, and this is just the connotation, so it applies to it automatically. So once this is level 10, then it unlocks the Mystic, and you can go and learn skills from that. But you can also learn Scholar skills. So I'm going to make an attack, heal at level 2, and level 2, and at level 2 you learn heal. So at level, say, 50, since that's a kind of a higher, you can learn Cure. So I've made it so you can go back between 2 different classes. Very nice. For you, since you're just starting out, everything's just what it is. For instance, a Scholar is just the Scholar, and you can't link them together like I have. If you go to Yanfly, if you type in Yanfly into Google search, it comes up with a bunch of scripts that you can copy and paste into your scripting editor. He does a whole bunch. He started with RPG Maker XP with scripts, and has continued until today with RPG Maker VX Ace. But see, Mystic, I'm going to make it so you can't learn Cure 2 until you're level 1 Mystic. So once you learn this class, you learn Cure 2. Let's see, 5. Let's do Raise. So apply. And make sure when you create a skill that it is class specific, so you don't get them mixed up. So like I did, Scholar Cure is level 50 and Heal is level 2. See, I don't want that, because for me, I want the next ability. I normally do every other level when you learn an ability. So let's see. Since this is the Scholar, the base magic, I'll do fire. So at level 5 you learn fire. Heal is a little more important in my opinion. So especially how the way I set things up. So level 7. Let's say you learn recovery. Or not recovery. Let's do dispel. And dispel seems pretty. Yeah, whatever. Dispel. So those, I normally have 3 skills you can learn in each class. So that's plenty in my opinion. Oh, 3 skills. There are special parameters like for here. Triggers 100%. So hit features is 95% since it's a scholar. I normally put it down to 80% because think about it. A staff, which is my next thing. Equip item. So you want to make it so you can have a staff. And in my opinion, they also need a gun. So copy paste and go to gun because that's also in my opinion magical. Let's see. It's just for the starting class, because as you go along you can create different items and whatnot. You can even create different item types. So let's go equip armor. Don't like the spelling. Let's go to magic armor. I always change things because as you can see it's the UK's that's translated, or that it is from Canada. So anyways, let's see, skills. If you want to create your own skill, I'll just show you an instance. So name it, describe it. I specifically put like if it gives a status ailment in my skills so that they'll know. Then you can choose the icon, whatnot, if you wanted a certain icon. Damage type, so HP damage, you can give it an element. Let's do water. And skill type special. This is going to be a magic type. It's going to cost 12 MP. TP is a different category of cost. I normally do that for skills or abilities. Success, so if it's going to hit no matter what, it's 100%. 0, it'll never hit. Anyways, you choose that. There's the required weapon to be able to cast it, like for instance a staff has magical properties. You can click on the staff and weapon type, so you have to have a staff to be able to cast it, or a gun. There we go. Occasion, you can always do it or from battle or from your menu, or never. Let's do only in battle. Let's do all enemies, and you can also choose like one random enemy. You have all these different. This is just the scope. So I chose all enemies because this is going to be overpowered. That's the formula. So base value. You can choose to ignore target's defense or not. That's for power, regular defense, or magic defense. In the calculation, I always do it because I set these skills as my enemy skills as well. So you want to be able to ignore, not ignore it for your guys so they can defend against them too, in my opinion. Magical properties, let's say 50, or damage, let's say 150 per se. Since it is fire, I'll do like 10 physical, and base value is 50, so no matter what it does 50. So, or your attack, and it all multiplies it in a formula just for you. Right, it's critical. You can make it have critical. You can have different effects, like your guy heals while they're taking damage, or MP, or TP, so forth, if it hits. Let's apply that. Let's see here. Animations. So you can hit animation. You can choose all the different animations. So fire all. So over here it connects to the animations. I just did fire all 1. This is what it's gonna look like. That's what it's gonna look like. So whatever, you know. I prefer better animations, but it's what came with the game. I still haven't worked on any animations yet. These are all the states. So if you're dead, if you're poisoned, everything that they thought of. It includes, I believe, I don't see it, but you can include your own difference, like stone or petrification, whichever you want to call it. It doesn't say it. I normally just look at the paralysis and kind of copy and paste and alter it to fit it. So these are the different standard guys that they have created for you, the troops, which is like monster encounters. I just wanted to show you this. I wish I could turn down the volume for it. Unfortunately, I can, but not during a battle test, so I won't be speaking during the battle test. And zero the terms, battle test. Let's go back. So I won't talk to you until after. I just wanted to show you what I've worked on. Let's do level 5. And you can choose anything you want. And you can choose how many party members there are. So yes, that's it for the battles. I'm working on putting icons so you can see who's next and what who's next, pretty much, like in a Final Fantasy X or a Lost Odyssey system. Let's see here. Enemies you can create. You can set the parameters to say 10. I press enter. And it saves it as 10, so it's 100 originally. Rewards right here, drop items, so you can choose what they drop. These are just all the basic ones that they put in to the game. Armor, very easy to create. Let's show you real quick. Let's make a cloth armor. So let's call it a tunic. Description: feel a slight breeze in the air. And I normally put in parentheses like plus say 5 defense. So I normally just do it so they can see it, but they'll also be able to tell it in the game as long as it's positive. Make sure it's positive so they actually get it. And then you can give them like percentage bonus for evading. So I'm gonna do 10% because you feel a slight breeze in the air. So obviously you can move around. And this is obviously not a shield; it's a body. Armor top type. Let's do magic armor. So yeah, that's it. You can change all these parameters right here. Make it what you want. Wanted to show you all this before I delete it all, just so you can get an idea of what there is. Weapons, same principle. Weapon type right here, you can change it. Price right here. Animations, very important that you get the right one or make your own. See here, items. Items are pretty important. Like all the others, you can obviously name it. Description. Price, consume. I don't generally do these as menu items because they can be very abused in the game. And I'm making quite a very big game. I wouldn't call it a massive online multiplayer game. It's just going to be a massive game, massive RPG. So that's that. Tile sets, very important. I'll show you a quick tutorial. X means you can't pass. Circle means you can pass. It's simple enough. See, there's different tabs that you can choose. A star means that you can pass. You can pass it, but the graphic is underneath it, so it's like you're passing behind it. Graphic animation, so you can choose these different graphics and add to it. Interior, it's all the same. Very nice passage direction. So say, let's go to passage direction. I think you can't do it in A. You can do it in B and C, I believe. Anyways, if it points away, that means you can move that way. So I can go up and I can go left. That's it. These two mean it's not there. Click them again. But and ladder. So ladder indicates that that is a ladder. So for instance, right here is a ladder. Bush. Bush is very important to show as well. right here, it's a bush. All of a sudden. Counter. So counter is like if you have, say, 3 of these stacked up together and there's a guy behind. When you talk right there, you're actually talking to that event right here. So it acts as a counter. Very nice. Damage floors, if you're walking on that specific tile, you'll take terrain damage depending on what you set it to. Obviously, it looks like spikes because then it hurts to walk on spikes. Terrain tags, so this is just so you can choose what terrain does what. There's up to 9, I believe, or 7 in this case, and then I have a script that you can change the terrain, battle terrain. So if you walk on a certain tile, that you pretty much have that graphic played as the background. Like for instance, the troops. See right here, this is the backdrop or battle back. But yeah. Cancel. Anyways, that's tile sets. Very simple. Very easy to work with. Common events. This is. Oh yes, it's yanflychannel.wordpress.com. I wanted to make sure I got that. Let's see here. I kind of keep tabs on who to thank because people like credit, of course, for their work. And most people that work on RPG Maker only ask for credit. They don't ask for you to specifically ask them yourself. It's just a very nice internet base of people. Boat only works on certain size. It doesn't go into deep. It just goes shallows. Ships, shallows, and deep. Airship all over the place unless you specify you can't. Window color, you can change it to what you want. Currency, so I'll change that right here. GP. Apply. And you can change all the music. This is sound effects, music, all pretty basic stuff. It's very laid out well, in my opinion. Nice thing about title graphics is that you can change the backdrop and the foreground. Let's see here. So, wait. Mountains, right? Sword. Tower. Universe. Volcano. But yeah, you can make your own map stuff as long as it's in the right frame scale. You should be fine. I think I'll do a sword because that looks way cool. Anyways, what's nice is that when you're test playing the game, it will show your game name right there. Like you saw, just basically. Now this is pretty nice. This is the resource manager. You can import more than one item at the same time, which I think has been so much better from the past RPG makers, because yeah, you used to have to do it one at a time and you ended up just moving it to the file folder itself and finding it into the old folder ASCII and all that and moving it between the two if you wanted certain images. Not much else to show you. I'll show you what you can do. So this is what a new map looks like. See, let's go to the terrain editor. So, bucket. It's really, really simple. So you just kind of draw it, or you can use a tool. Shade, you can add shade wherever you want, even if it doesn't make sense. And then all this stuff with the these symbols behind things means that they go on top. So they could go on top of water or whatever. So yeah. Well, thanks for watching this. This is the Night Angel, and thank you for your time.